This video will cover the different symbols that you may encounter in our web app related to tropical cyclones. When we use the term tropical cyclone, we're basically referring to any organized area of low pressure with sustained winds of around 34 miles per hour or greater. Now, obviously, this can refer to tropical depression, tropical storm, hurricane, or a typhoon or cyclone, as they're usually referred to in the Eastern Hemisphere. But that's all content for a later video. In this video, we just want to focus on the symbols themselves and how do you identify what a system is based on its symbol. So the first kind of symbol we have is this L feature. So this L usually refers to an area of invest, so something that is being monitored for the potential of tropical cyclone development, or it could also be a tropical depression. And so tropical depression is any system with sustained winds of 39 miles per hour or less. And that's usually has to be around 30 or greater, so in that range. So that's what a tropical depression is on our app. Now, a tropical storm will usually look like sort of the symbol for a hurricane, so like a cyclone, but actually it's not filled in. And so I'm going to go over to the historical page of our web app. Basically, all you need to know about this page is that it contains a series of historical events. And this is what you see in our free account. So if you were to subscribe to Kineticast and do a demo version, which means you're not paying for the subscription, then you would get these select storms to be able to look at and investigate what comes with our app. But basically, if you look at a system like Idalia over here, for example, you notice that the cyclone has a open circle. And so that means that it is a tropical storm at this point in the app. And so tropical storm has sustained winds between 40 and 73 miles per hour. Now, something that is a hurricane in the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific, as well as the Central Pacific, would have sustained winds of 74 miles per hour or greater. And so that would appear as a filled circle. So in this case, Maria, you can see is filled. But obviously, if you're in a different part of the world, if you're in the Eastern Hemisphere, then in this case, it would be called a cyclone in the Indian Ocean, as well as the Southern Pacific. And if you're in the Western Pacific, then it would be referred to as a typhoon. And so those are all systems that have closed circles, for the symbology. And technically, that means that they have maximum sustained winds of 74 miles per hour or greater. And so that's a bit of an overview of some of the tropical cyclone symbology you may encounter in our web app, and I hope that was helpful.